Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, and I am back again. Post-market wrap-up on this Monday, October 21st, 2019. Okay, here we go. Stocks finished higher across the board, no surprise to you. This trend will continue, and for any of you looking for, and again, I hear from people every day, who want to short this market, who are shorting this market and are getting subsequently killed. Don't do it. Again, like I said in the video I did earlier, if you want to day trade this market and you want to get in and out of positions very short term, within minutes or hours, sure, you can get short the market. But if you are looking to short this market in this environment right now, you are asking for trouble. You are going to lose. Period. The end. And I don't want a single one of you out here to be on the losing side of this. There's no reason to it. When we have, again, this is an environment that will continue to make people rich if they get on the right side of it, and the right side is higher. Now I want to talk more about that, but let's talk about some other assets. Cryptocurrencies were initially higher today. For the most part, they finished lower. Gold finished lower after being higher today. Silver finished about at the flat line, also after being higher. This is where we're at. Use these as opportunities, people, for yourselves. Like I explained to you from weeks ago, the risk-on environment is going to put pressure on certain assets. That presents opportunity, in my view. Longer-term opportunity. Look, if you were to put on or turn on, especially CNBC, let's talk about the confederacy of extreme dunces today. You had several people on CNBC talking about the yield curve as if it's real. As if it's real. Look, I don't know how stupid they think you are. They obviously think that you are incapable of understanding the impetus behind what the Fed is doing, what they're doing. They think you are a mental midget, and the proof is, again, they are dictating to you that, oh, look at the yield curve, look at the 10-year, look at the 2, look at the 30, look at the slope. It makes me want to flip out because, none of you that follow this blog are stupid enough to fall for this gag. It's a gag. The yield curve is fake. What's happening in the debt market is absolutely rigged to the highest order, and it's about to get much worse. Much, much worse. And that means stocks are going to go up once again. I'm going to keep pushing this home for all of you that are writing to me about shorting this market. Where are you getting this from? Are there other YouTube channels out here that are telling you to short the market? Let's see. Maybe you should listen to me, because I've been pretty much spot on with this market since the election of Donald Trump, for which I was one of the first guys on earth to say that this market was going to vault higher when he became president. Okay? I said it was a game changer. Everything changed. And everything is still changing. Now let's talk a little bit more about that and the effort to prop up stocks. Today, the president was out again explaining how the China-U.S. trade deal talks are going very well. I thought we already had a substantial phase 1 deal, but I guess not. But the talks are going well. That was enough to help stocks get a little boost. Let me say this as well, too. The president is out here advocating for specific companies. He's been doing this for quite a while. I don't remember who it started with. He's talking about buying Caterpillar, Apple, for which I put out a buy recommendation. All of you who took me up on that are very happy. John Deere as well. Look, the job of the president is not to advocate for a publicly traded company. It's actually a crime. No president is supposed to do this. It's unfair as well to other corporations that are not maybe part of the Dow 30, the military-industrial complex, or part of the S&P 500, also military-industrial complex. Caterpillar, key component of the military-industrial complex. Apple, also part of the Dow 30, military-industrial complex. John Deere, too. So again, you can see how it's working. Make these companies richer by putting out telling people to buy the stock via saying, oh, you should buy John Deere tractors, or oh, you should buy Caterpillar products. Oh, the president said, oh, I have to support Apple. And that was why I put out my recommendation. I mean, look, I want to know this. Who is he tipping off before he's putting out these recommendations? He knows he moves the markets. So people that are on the inside must be making so much cash off of this and laughing their asses off. That's the truth. Presidents are not supposed to advocate for a publicly traded company. Period. We're supposed to have a level playing field. He's supposed to govern, okay? He's not supposed to advocate for the stock market and try to prop it up by pushing fake news out here for the 1,000th time in 2 years. Trade talks are going well. The recycled nonsense dog shit narrative continues to work. I mean, it's an incredible thing, and the market still buys it. It's been this entire man's presidency since the first day he said, trade wars are easy to win. Oh, and I welcome them. Really? Yeah, sure. Because the people are subsidizing everything. We're the ones paying the tariffs. He thinks you're stupid there too and thinks you believe that China's paying the tariffs. No, it's paid by the importers and the exporters and passed on to you. You're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to be a dumbed down zombie like sitting outside my window here. But I know that's not you if you follow this blog. I have kept all of you so far ahead of the curve with regard to this market and the rigging, how it's working. How many times have I called a false flag event correctly? It's incredible. And one is lurking. One is going to happen to prop up crude oil. Believe me, like I said in the video we did earlier, stocks finished higher today, but they are stuck in a range still. To push stocks meaningfully higher, even with what the Fed is doing now, they got to get crude higher. Period. So, I would imagine the president is going to start advocating to buy oil companies pretty soon, too. I would not be surprised in this environment. It's so fake, it's so rigged, and there are so many people that do not want a republic or whatever we're supposed to have. They want a king. And it looks like they got one here, but they're going to wish for something different pretty soon. There's no doubt about it. When all this rigging and all of this trickery, fakery, propaganda really comes home to roost, yeah, they're going to be crying, and I'm going to be laughing, just like most of you will be as well. I will. I'll be honest with you. Look, I've been out here for a long time, trying to set people straight, letting them understand what's going on. And those that don't want to listen, I can promise you, me, my lions, my followers, and my friends, we will be laughing so hard at the end of this right in your face. And you're going to be crying. And I'm just going to say, you know what? You should have listened when you could. This entire environment is not sustainable, although it's going to get much worse. There's no doubt about it. And again, like I said, yeah, sure, enjoy the market while it lasts, but you're not smart enough, I don't care who you think you are, to get out of this market fast enough when they pull the plug. And they will pull the plug again. The government, the Federal Reserve, private entity that's running the financial system, they work in concert to build monumental bubbles and then let them deflate very rapidly. The investment banks, the hedge funds, the people that are smart enough, short it all. And it's a legal theft on an unimaginable scale. But again, listen to the lies and the propaganda, how there's no inflation. Listen to the lies and propaganda, how the yield curve is real. There's still not a mention from a single Democratic hopeful or the president himself about what the Federal Reserve is doing right now. Two heads of the same snake. If you think you need to defend the president because you just have to do it, or you have to defend one of the Democratic hopefuls because you just have to do it, then you're lost. And you're stuck in the two-party delusion that is meant to keep you distracted and off balance. And I feel especially sorry for you. like I said, this world is run by the banks. If you believe that either party has your interest in mind, you are more lost than anyone else. Presidents, kings, queens, monarchs, dictators do not run this world. It's run by the banks. Once you realize that, once you see what's going on around you, you'll be a lot better off. Until that time, you will remain in fantasy land. And I sincerely hope that you join the rest of me, my followers, my subs, nearly 100,000 strong right now, who get it. We are definitely in the gross minority. Most people have been dumbed down enough that they believe everything they're told. They follow along like the sheep that they are, and they're going to pay a very high price for this at the end. All right, look, I'm out of here. See you in the morning. It's going to be just lovely as today, and I hope I made some sense of all this for you. If you think that's true, please share this video and get it out there. Counting on you. Be part of my team. See you in the morning.